Good morning. Welcome to the Mortgage Rate Forecast with Scott Criss, your mortgage rates and news. It is August 25th. And as always, let's start with the charts. Here's what we have. Look at this, guys. We're kind of a roller coaster, crazy trading, but overall pretty flat. We're currently at $103.69. Our support's coming in below us at 103.50 and below that about 103.40. 103.40 brings us back to almost a month ago. So at any rate, we're not really, pushing the limits again. We're really kind of retracting back. So time to be a little careful. Our resistance is coming in above us at about 103.80. If you go back to my last report, that was at 104 even. We kept trying to touch 104. So at any rate, we're not there. We're not there anymore, guys. So again, just let's be careful. Here's what we got. As far as reports come out, durable orders, not so great. Jobless claims, not so great. Well, for bonds, great for the economy. Durable orders actually was better than expectations. Not a lot. Jobless claims was, you've probably been hearing that on the news. Jobless claims have been breaking out pretty nicely lately, which shows a stronger economy. So you probably noticed that the Dow is doing okay today. But here's the thing: we're gonna see some volatility tomorrow. So GDP's coming out. That report is always a big market mover, and of course Yellen. Fed's coming out, but whenever they talk, whenever they open that mouth, good things or bad things happen. So let's just be really careful ahead of tomorrow. To kind of quantify where things are at, Freddie Mac, as sourced down here, reported a 3.44 rate last month at about half of a point, half of a discount point to get that rate. So average trading last month was about 103.80. We're actually a little bit worse. So a consumer might be able to get a similar rate, but they're going to pay a little bit more for it right now. So what about our projections? Well, here's what we got. Analysts are pretty consistent. They're pretty neutral, as you can see, because we're trading pretty flat, right? So they're a little neutral, but they're also kind of thinking going to bearish. Bearish meaning, you got bullish, bearish meaning, they're probably not going to do so hot. So on a short term and a long term, both the analysts are staying pretty neutral, if not bearish, a bearish bias, as we call it. So here's my prediction. I think ahead of next Tuesday's recording, bonds are going to trade between 103.80 and 103.40. I think that's a trading range unless Yellen comes out and says some crazy stuff tomorrow. So what that means is I don't think rates are going to be, somewhat changed. I think, you're still going to have the rate options that you did before after tomorrow, but I think we could see a slight gain to bonds, but more loss. So whatever rate that you're picking, you might pay an extra, you might save an eighth, but I think you could lose a quarter of a point through next Tuesday. So what's my call? I think if you want to play it safe, lock. If you think Yellen's going to come out and say, oh, I think the economy is doing horrible, and then float it out. But I don't know if that's really the safest call, guys. So that's my prediction. Anyway, that's it for now. If it's your first time on the page, subscribe, top left. If you know of somebody thinking about buying a house and they want to get an updates like what's happened with interest rates, are they getting better, are they getting worse, what's the predictions, top left, subscribe. You can always unsubscribe after you're done buying that house or done with that refinance. And hey, we'd love to hear from you. Leave your comments down below if you have questions or, you have your own predictions. Dude, that would be awesome. Throw them down there. Let us know what you think. And everything likes to be liked. So does this video. Thumbs up. Don't hit the thumbs down. Thumbs up. And if none of this made sense, it's perfectly normal. This is your first time on the page. And you're like, hey, what do all these charts mean? How come when bonds are selling higher, rates are lower? How does all this stuff work? At the top right, that'll be a link. Click the little guy scratching his head. That'll be a link to Mortgage Bonds 101. Give you the basics of how this stuff works. Anyway, that's it until next Tuesday. We'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend.